teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jackson on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Colts are in for 6. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Taylor to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Taylor on first down. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Third and long, it's Taylor. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Thompson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Gone! Detroit!
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Williams. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darren Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And able to find Garcon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, you wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Thompson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They go to Johnson again. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Jackson on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now Jackson on first down. Bryant has it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass this attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. And here comes the Texans now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, Taylor finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 39 on third.
Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
10 more there and another first down. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Taylor will throw. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Four down. Ready. Flag 32.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out comes Houston. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Money back. Money back.